On Monday, 27th of May, the BJP has to gain a vote of confidence in Parliament to remain as a majority party. We have conducted an interview with Her Excellency Mrs. Neelam Deo to find out what lies in front of the BJP. As the BJP is the single largest party in the parliament, Mr. Harwani has to prove a majority by the end of this month. Could you give us a brief insight on what the situation is at the moment?
The BJP is the largest single party. It does not, either by itself or with its allies, have the minimum 273 seats necessary to have a majority in the parliament. He was invited by the president to form a government, since he is the leader of the party that received the largest number of seats, and he was given until the end of May to prove a majority. According to latest reports, the BJP plans to have a vote on the 27th of May. In the meantime, of course, they have been negotiating with other parties to see if they can build a coalition with enough support in Parliament. We'll wait and see how the vote of confidence goes on the 27th. And there have been a lot of reports in the Indian press, some of them indicating that the BJP may not be able to gain enough support to form the government. But I think the essential element of politics is uncertainty, and we should wait and see how the vote goes.
The possibility of having a coalition government, do you perceive this as being possible?
It's not just likely that we will have a coalition government, it is absolutely inevitable. None of the large national parties have a majority, so it is inevitable that two or more parties must come together to form a government. The various political parties have been stating their positions, but these positions change from day to day as negotiations between the parties to form a coalition continue. The Congress party, which was earlier the ruling party led by former Prime Minister Narasimha Rao, has indicated that it would support the centrist coalition. So we don't know what the outcome will be. And as you know, according to our constitutional procedures, it is the president has the discretion on which party he will call to form the government. So I think after the vote on Monday the 27th, to see, first we need to see whether the BJP and its allies are able to muster an adequate majority. If not, then the president will call upon another party to form the government, and it will certainly be a coalition government.
The first phase of elections in Jammu and Kashmir has taken place. What is the outcome of this phase?
Well, the outcome will of course be known once the votes are counted. It was decided that we would stagger the elections in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, just as it was staggered over several other states in India. The second phase of the voting was completed yesterday, with elections to the two seats in Anantnag and Baramulla. And the final two seats will actually be voted upon on the 30th of May. After those elections, the ballots will be counted for all the 6 seats which Jammu and Kashmir has in the Indian Parliament. And we will see who the people have chosen as their representatives. As you know, the decision to hold elections in Jammu and Kashmir is the result of a feeling for some time in India and in the leadership that, like all the other people in the country, the people of Jammu and Kashmir must have democracy, they must elect their own representatives. Efforts by the government to hold elections to the National Assembly last year on 2 different occasions were thwarted by acts of terrorism. and it's of great significance that these elections are now being held, so that like other people, the people of Jammu and Kashmir will also be represented in the Indian Parliament.
BJP does come into power. Do you believe that the so-called fanatic view, so described by Western media, of BJP will have an effect on the different religions within India?
I think that the BJP has been a member of governments at the center in the past. It has been in state governments. It has been the largest party in several states. And none of the apocalyptic predictions of the Western media have actually happened in India. India is, by its constitution, a secular state. I think that no party in India would want to change that. It is part of the richness of our culture that we have many religions and languages and ethnicities. And I don't think that the BJP, like any other political party in India, would want to see a change in the constitution. These are constitutionally protected rights. And I do not think that there is anything for the members of religions other than Hinduism to fear. They already have had experience of the BJP in government.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.